Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Steve Mumm, and I am delighted to be here with you this hour in the Spokane Valley at the Marabou Springs Waterfall. And we had a nice day, which is something to greatly enjoy this spring. My guest this hour is Al Gilson from the Washington State Department of Transportation. Al, thanks for being here.
You bet.
Of course, the nice weather is here, and that means the road construction starts.
2 seasons in Spokane, winter and construction.
Yeah, there you go. You know, we're just laughing to keep from crying, but we appreciate you. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate those nice, smooth roads. Makes us look good for tourists and the locals. We love them too. But so get us up to date. What should people be looking for? Planning their alternate routes already.
Well, we've got some big projects on Interstate 90 that are underway as people are driving right now, and that's refurbishing the pavement on Sunset Hill just to the west of downtown Spokane. We're going to grind out that. Yep, we're going to grind out that concrete and take out those studded tire ruts. We're going to fix the ruts on the Latah Creek Bridge. So when we get all done, that's going to be a real smooth roadway. It's going to take
that
a
is
few
a
more
fun
months.
one now. That's
it's like, a fun one now.
Or do I drive on the humps or down in the dips?
Yeah, well, those are going to be a thing of the past. We're really happy. We're also working out in the Spokane Valley, just a few miles from where we're sitting, widening the freeway from Sullivan to Barker out to 6 lanes. So we've got traffic driving on some temporary lanes, and they're a little bumpy now and then because they're just going to be there for a couple of months, and we'll widen that out with new concrete pavement, and that'll also take the rest of the summer.
And I'm guessing people would maybe want to take it just a little easy, note those temporary speed reductions.
Yes, there are some temporary speed reductions that people need to watch out for and pay attention to. We want to keep our workers and the contractor workers safe. So we do reduce the speeds in some areas to slow folks down. So watch out for that. And the lanes are a little narrow, so we've got to watch out for that.
Then Division Street.
We're paving Division Street this summer from about Euclid, from about Foothills Boulevard up north to Francis, new asphalt pavement. We're fixing some sidewalk stuff, and that's underway also.
So now are people going to be able to go north-south on Division in some fashion, or how's that going to work in terms of lane restrictions, et cetera?
We're doing the paving in the evening and overnight hours, so we're not out in the middle of things. There might be a single lane closure here and there on Division when they're working the sidewalks, but the paving work will start around 6 or 7 in the evening and go until the next morning.
Oh, nice. So I want to get home. I want to go home from work.
You'll be fine.
Oh, no. Now, I was looking for a reason to cut out early, Al. You're not giving me any help here.
Okay. North-South freeway, too.
North-South freeway, you know, and I'm up north quite a bit. I see people driving on portions of that already.
Well, in August of 2009, we opened about 3-mile section of one side of it so people could drive back and forth. We figured we might as well just open it up and let people use it. But we're really building a couple miles of 6-lane freeway. And in about a year or so, less than a year, we'll have a 5.5-mile section, full freeway, all interchanges, fully divided between Francis and the Wandermere Golf Course, hooking up to 395. It'll be all done. Half of the 10-mile route will be all completed.
Wow, so that's going to be from Francis up north all the way to Wandermere.
Right, big interchange at US 2, which we've got some good aerial pictures of. And also we've got a big interchange at US 395, building a couple of really big bridges right there by the golf course.
Yeah, and I've been watching those come in, and it's in a fascinating process. So now I know, obviously, this has been a long-term project that has really been moving along. Can you kind of give us the timeline? And I'm sure state and federal funding, kind of a crystal ball gaze, but as far as I know, you're working your way down ultimately to I-90. What's the latest prognostication on the whole big kahuna?
Well, of course, the funding issue is always a question, something that we can't work with. That's where the legislature comes into play and looks for dollars to build these projects. We're doing our preliminary design on the North Spokane Freeway from Francis south to the Spokane River. That's another couple of miles, and that'll finish up 8 miles of the 10-mile route. So that's our next goal, is to build the freeway down to the Spokane River.
And that'll be a monumental change.
I think that'll be a big change and really make it efficient.
Hey, real quick, we got 30 seconds left. For people like me who cannot remember all those areas you just said, you have a website that with an easy to remember name.
If we want to make it easy, just go to SpokaneRoadFix.net, and that'll take you to state projects, city projects, county projects, all around the Spokane metro area.
And you even have alternate routes in there for people.
We do. Alternate routes, get downtown, work your way around some of the city construction, state construction, depending on where you want to go.
I'm jealous. You have a job where you get to tell people where to go. Wow. Always a pleasure. Thanks for keeping us up to date. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Steve Mumm. You're watching Comcast Newsmakers, CNN Headline News, top of the hour.